Oh, Tara, look what I got.
Not now. I'm trying to write the sequel to Reign of Shadows. Leave me alone.
Kind of stuck, huh? If only you had something to help with writer's block. Right, Tara? Tara? Right?
What?
I said if only you had something to help with writer's block.
Yes, if only I had something to help with writer's block.
Well, look what I got.
What? It came?
Heck yes it did.
Wait, did you open my mail?
What? It's not illegal.
Yes it is. Look it up and give me that.
Oh, it is. I'll be right back.
Hey lore lovers, this channel is officially 1 year old. We're almost at 50 videos for the channel. We just hit over 100 subscribers and it's just 1 year old. How exciting is this? And what better way to celebrate than to hold the channel's first contest? But before I get into that, let me show you something that I think is pretty incredible. This is the story engine. And if you're a writer or play tabletop RPGs, this is the thing for you. I am not being endorsed in any way to promote this. I just love this so much, and I think all writers and really any creative person should know about this. It is awesome. So let me show you it. Now this is the story engine, and let me show you what's inside. You'll first see the guidebook when you open it up, and this is basically the rules of how to use it. Taking it out though, you see 5 separate decks of cards. The first deck is the agent card. And the agent card is the character of your story. And on each card, you have 4 different options to choose from. The second card is the engine card, and that's this one. And this is the motivation or relationships for the character. And on each card you have 2 different motivations. These motivations are what drive the story. Now the third deck of the story engine is the anchor card, and that's these ones right here. The anchor card are objects, locations, or events of importance for the story. The fourth deck are the conflict cards, and that are these ones right here. And the conflict cards are obstacles, consequences, or dilemmas that the character must overcome. And the final deck are the aspect cards, and that are these ones up in this top left corner. The aspect cards are just adjectives that describe other cards. So we got our cards out. Let's see the story we can come up with. So first we would want to choose what agent or what character we would want to write about. And so we have a scam artist, an understudy, a performer, or an actor. And if none of these resonate with you, you can always choose another card. It's not against the rules at all. The only rule to this game is you have to create something. You can't put it down until you've created something. But for me, I kind of like the scam artist. I think that would be a lot of fun to write about. So that's going to be my agent or my character. Now next up would be the engine, and that's what motivates the character. So what motivates the scam artist in this story? And for the card I picked when showing you, I have wants to follow a path leading to, or wants to restore former glory with the help of. And I really like the redemption idea of a scam artist. So let's do wants to restore former glory with the help of. And with the help of, that would lead us into the anchor card. And that would be this one. So with the one we pulled out, we have a government, a core, a recording, or a base. And I'm kind of thinking he might need the recording. I think that would work. A scam artist is trying to restore former glory, and he could do it with the recording that's hidden away. And then that fourth card is the conflict card. Now this one, we can choose, but they will lose the respect of someone they admire, or but it will gain the attention of their enemy. And I really, really like the idea of this one right here. So far our story would be that a scam artist wants to restore former glory with the help of recording, but it will regain the attention of their enemy. Now the last card is the aspect card, the adjectives for the story. And we have a shape-shifting, an irritating, a whispering, or benevolent. And we can always choose additional cards for these aspects, especially since it can go to the engine or the agent. So I kind of like a benevolent recording. Maybe not necessarily God speaking and being recorded right there, but probably maybe exonerating the scam artist. That could be interesting. But I kind of want to give the scam artist more information or more of a backstory. So let's draw another aspect card. And it shows on this one a nurturing, an ominous, a truth-telling, or an elegant scam artist. And I like the truth-telling scam artist. Maybe he's not really a scam artist, but everybody thinks he is. And this recording might redeem him. I really like this story, and I think it could go well. So if you play tabletop RPGs or are a writer, this would be a good writing prompt for you to start a story. And it really is endless stories that you can come up with in this story engine. You could choose an understudy instead of a scam artist, or you could choose it being a base instead of a recording, or a government. Maybe it's a shape-shifting government. That maybe sounds like ours right now. It's up to you as the storyteller, and I really love that aspect of the story engine. Your imagination is what fuels this story, and I love it. A lot of people enjoy certain genres of storytelling, and the story engine covers that, but there's also expansion packs. As of filming this, there are 3 expansion packs. The first one being Written in the Light of Strange Worlds, and that's the sci-fi pack. The second is the Written in Dragonfire fantasy expansion. And last but not least is the Written in Ashen Bone horror expansion. Now each of these expansion packs come with 60 cards, a mixture of all 5 decks. And if that wasn't enough, there are 6 smaller expansion packs called booster packs, and these ones are subgenres. So we have the Wastelands and Wanderers post-apocalyptic booster pack. We have the Circuits and Cybernetics cyberpunk booster pack. We have the Jackboots and Chainlink dystopian booster pack. The Coghearts and Steam Souls Steampunk Booster Pack, the Mythwalkers and Eternals Mythology Booster Pack, and I am really excited for this one just because I love writing myths and legends. And last but not least, we have the Dark Crafts and Ancient Horrors, the Eldritch Horror Booster Pack. Now, if you're familiar with H.P. Lovecraft or Cthulhu, it's along those lines, very cosmos weird horror. And I'm really looking forward to this one too, just because of my Lakewood stories. If you haven't checked those stories out, more are coming later this summer. So stick around for those. Now I went on social media to ask which ones you wanted me to open first. 1 expansion pack and 1 booster pack. I'll open up the rest later down the road. I just want to enjoy what I have now, but I'm really excited to open at least 1 of each. So I had to do this. I asked on Facebook and Twitter. That's right, I do have a Twitter now. It's fairly new. All the links to my social media are in the description down below. But all of you have spoken, and it was almost unanimous. You guys wanted the Written in Ashen Bone expansion pack and the Dark Crafts and Ancient Horrors Eldritch Horror Booster. I'm going to start with the Dark Crafts and Ancient Horrors booster pack, and I really hope I don't tear the packaging for this. I am loving the artwork on this packaging. I tore it a little bit off screen right here. Fortunately, it wasn't too bad. Now when you open it up, it says tell your story. More awesome artwork. And I want to find a frame for this because I think this artwork would be way cool to keep. But we didn't get this just to stare at the box. This is what comes inside of it. We have a small little instruction book, some agent cards, a couple engine cards, some anchor cards, conflict and aspect. And so I'm just going to try to shuffle them up, or at least the ones I can, and we're going to make a story once everything's open. Now for the Written in Ash and Bone horror expansion. I had to open it off screen because I had to wrestle it, but I still haven't opened it yet. And just like in the booster pack, it comes with a little mini instruction booklet and a deck of 60 cards. Unlike the booster pack though, these are wrapped in plastic just to keep them all in place. And with the power of movie magic, the plastic's gone. This deck comes with several more of each card, and I'm going to shuffle these and we're going to make a story out of it. You might notice that none of these cards have the card protectors like the story engine. I haven't put card protectors on since we're just opening these up now, but I'm putting card protectors on so one person doesn't get his grubby little hands dirty all over my cards.
Hi.
Now you'll notice that the Eldritch booster pack is up top and the Written in Ash and Bone is down below. I'm just going to alternate back and forth until we have a story. So I'm going to start an agent card on this side, and I have just shuffled them. I haven't even looked at any of the cards. And so we have a priest, a vampire, an exorcist, or a taxidermist. Ooh, these are difficult. I kind of like an exorcist, but also a vampire. And a priest could be interesting too. Ooh. Let's go with a vampire for now, but maybe we'll change it later. Next, we'll pick the engine cards from the booster pack. And this one is either wants to perform a forbidden ritual within or on, or wants to investigate a cult based on. Ooh, those could be fun, especially with a vampire. Let's see. A vampire wants to investigate a cult, or a vampire wants to perform a forbidden ritual. Oh, we have to do this one. A vampire wants to perform a forbidden ritual. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. And so next, we'll do the anchor card from this deck. And we have a shotgun, a round of ammunition, a backwood, or a hunt. Honestly, I think the only one that would make sense in this story, or at least right now as I'm thinking, would be a hunt. So maybe a vampire wants to perform a forbidden ritual while on a hunt. And so we need a conflict card from up here. And we have, but the memory will haunt them forever. Or, but they will live the rest of their life with false memories. You know what? I don't think we've had a vampire story before where they have amnesia. Or false memories for that matter. So I want to do this. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. And next is the last aspect card. I'm going to draw one from each deck. So we'll choose one from here and one from here. Now the first one I drew is from the Written in Ash and Bone. And we have disguised, savage, hexed, or buried. Let's see. I think a hexed vampire could be interesting. Maybe that's why he wants to perform the forbidden ritual. So I'm going to attach it to this one right here. And the last aspect card is musty, eldritch, sadistic, or trusting. Oh, we have to go for sadistic. I think that would be a lot of fun. So our story would go that a hexed vampire wants to perform a forbidden ritual while on a sadistic hunt, but they will live the rest of their lives with false memories. I think that sounds like a great story. I think we could do something with that. You lore lovers chose something amazing. And stick around because you're going to tell me this story. So far on this channel, we have talked about myths and legends from around the world, mysteries and history, and some of my own stories, like Reign of Shadows. But really, there's one story I haven't heard yet, and that's your story. And so, to celebrate 1 year on YouTube, 100 subscribers, and almost 50 videos, we're having a contest. With that story prompt we created, I want you to tell me a story. The story can be up to 500 words. And it must be submitted by July 31st, 2021. Stories must be submitted to my email address, tskolunga@gmail.com. And if you enter this contest, you must be a subscriber. So, at the very least, be sure to hit that subscribe button. You can't really have a contest without any prizes. So first place, I will read your story on the channel, and you will get a $25 Visa gift card. And if you've forgotten the story prompt, it is in the description below, and it's right here. That sounds like an amazing story. So let's hear it, lore lovers. Tell us your story and help us celebrate 1 year on YouTube and 100 subscribers.